お前はもう死んでいる。何？大は匠でひれぶ。
Baking pancakes, making bacon pancakes. Take some bacon and I'll put it in a pancake.
Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to my channel. I am Fart Pancakes, for those of you that don't know me already. And we are here with another guide, this time for Gear Dungeon 2, Stage 4, and of course 3, 2, and 1, if you apply the same concepts. But yeah, so you were not clickbaited. I meant it when I said F2P units. So this dude here, yes, this dude named Borut, the guy that runs this Dwarven Association, aka the Black Market, he's gonna be the star of the show, the MVP here. I know you guys forgot all about him after you started the game with your level 1 RPG character, and he works like a little toaster. You punch a few things, you get your new shiny units, and then you forget this guy exists. But did you guys know? I bet you didn't know. This guy, he has a knockback ability. So if you don't have EDITH, no problem. It says right here in his talent, when Borut attacks, there is a 10% chance of knocking the opponent back. And when Borut knocks back the target, he recovers 5% of his max HP. So not only is he knocking back all his enemies, he's probably knocking up all the ladies too. Eh? No? Oh, okay. Never mind. Tough crowd. Anyway, let's just get right back into the guide. It's not really a guide. A real guide would tell you, hey, this is where you're stuck. I'm explaining the mechanics. Here's the units. Here's the guide. That's not what we're here to do because I'm not great at that. So the least I can do is show you these are the units. These are completely F2P. And when I say F2P, it means the game gives you them for free. So you're probably looking at this like, hey, why is Alistar there? Why is Crodor there? These are legendaries. Well, they're free. The game gives you them for free, okay? They give you Volca for free. They give you A-Bomb for free, Crodor, and Alistar. Now, some people are probably wondering, hey, I didn't get Alistar. Well, you probably should have played the game back in December, okay? Or maybe just get lucky. That's all I can tell you. Other than that, everybody here is free to play. So, if you played this game long enough, you should have all these units here. So, right here we have Isolde, Vortex. What's this guy's name again? Brunor, Crodor, Abomination, Ein, Borut, Alistar, Hollow, and the queen herself, Volca. So I'll show you guys their gear at the end of the walkthrough of how I completed this stage with this team. So if you happen to have the gear, you can do it too. So let's start. So we're gonna start off with A-Bomb here, Borut here, Brunor here. Just gonna speed this up a little bit, and then we're gonna add in Hollow, and everything that's happening down here is gonna be on autopilot because these guys all have auto ults, so we don't need to worry about anything here other than making sure they're healed up and they're doing enough damage, which we have 3 dudes here hitting 1 goblin, so I don't see a reason why you would fail here unless you're gear gapped. So the trick is, when this guy has his white aura, you gotta yell at Borut like, bro, push him back! Push him back! Push him back! Okay, there we go. See, it worked. So you just have to hope that he does his job, pushes that goblin back, and then we can proceed with the rest of the phase and get everything else set up. Otherwise, if you fail to push him back at the right time, you're just gonna have to top right, restart, and go next. So we turn on Alistar's ult here, and then we're gonna set up our little healer here because we don't want these dudes dying up here. We don't have our Volca up yet. So once we have enough cost, we're gonna put up Crodor right in this little square here. We're waiting for that right about now. We're gonna turn on our ults for these guys. So we want to make sure that everyone here is all topped up with Vortex, because soon we're gonna have to sell him and pop Volca in. So once everyone here looks fine and dandy, we're gonna get that free ult, sell him, pop in Volca, get that extra damage in, and kill this little clone a lot faster before she explodes. And then as this Volca clone walks up, we're gonna turn on Alistar's ult. And then we're gonna watch for Isolde and make sure she has a shield up, because now she's kind of in self-sustain mode. So we want to make sure her shield always stays up, protecting her raw HP bar, because we don't want to, you know, get any damage on there or she's gonna die without it. Alright, so we're gonna turn on all these ults here. As we see this crowd walk up, we're gonna hold them in place, do as much damage as we can. And as long as we get these guys killed off quickly and no mobs leak through, this lane here should be good to go. And it's imperative here that you have enough damage, otherwise these dudes are gonna multiply, and we don't want that happening. So this is where, you know, the gear check comes in. Are you doing enough damage quickly enough? And then are your units tanky enough to not die? Are you healing your team enough? You know, it's like you need everything here. They don't skimp on the requirements just to get through this type of content. So again, we're gonna put up our shield for Isolde. We don't want her dying anytime soon. Again, this is gonna be the unit that doesn't have her self-sustain, so you really wanna pay attention to keeping her alive. So now we kill this whole mob, pulling up here. Hope they die quickly before they multiply. Basically, for the rest of the round, you're gonna have this same setup. You're not switching anybody in or out. You just have to hope that the setup doesn't die. So it just really depends on whether or not this top part here will sustain. So you hope that Isolde will proc her shields, or you get your ult up in time. So against these small mobs, it's fine. Look at that. She got her big fat shield there. That's nice. Okay, Boru, push this dude back. Push this dude back. Come on. Push him back. What are you doing? Push him back. Okay. Okay, we're good. We're good. See? You just gotta, you give him some morale, you know? Cheer for him, and he'll get the job done. Alright, so we got this next mob pulling up. These guys, their ults are coming up. We're just gonna rip everything all at once. And then the rest of this bottom part should be taken care of. This top part, it should be cleared. So now all we're waiting on here is this lane here to kill that clone quickly enough. And then everything should be good to go. As long as this first part, not first, it's not even first, it's the end. As long as this little part here is done, we don't care about these dudes. They're Gucci. So now we just sit back, relax, let the team do their thing, and then wait for that victory screen to pull up, and that's when you know that the victory has been achieved. And there we have it. This is our free-to-play comp with free-to-play units. Alright, so now the golden question. I know everyone is gonna be flooding in the comments section unless I specify right now. What are substitutes? What are the gear requirements? Alright, so obviously there's a lot of better substitutes for this. I know all of these units you can get for free anytime. Crodor is you know, limited fusion, and so was Alistar. He was also a shard summon for December. So if you don't have Alistar, again, you can switch him out for Imani. Obviously the gear requirement is going to be a lot higher. if you have this guy, you can use the free-to-play gear, you know? You have these pieces, everybody gets this gear for free. You don't even have to use these gears. I just kind of have them there, but if you don't have these good pieces, then, you know, I don't know what to tell you. He was able to clear the top just fine, with no problems whatsoever. So if you have just as good gear or even better, which is what you're gonna need for Imani, pop Imani in there, you know, it's the same thing. Slap Imani in there, she'll do the job too. And then Crodor, he adds extra blocks, so I don't think anybody can replace this guy unless you have like Gon, but that's not realistic. So at best, maybe Aveline, Horse Lady right here, and then I think that about covers everybody else here. So if you don't have Isolde, Rourke works too, because he happens to be a HP scaling fighter, and he procs a lot of his own shields, so if you got enough of those pieces to summon him, you can pop him in there too, and he should be good to go there. Pop your extra soul stones in him for, you know, extra added effects, and we have Ein here just for the Lord buff, but if you actually want to use him, you can. You can build him on a damage gear set like I have right here, and you can use him instead of A-Bomb on stages 1, 2, and 3. I wouldn't recommend 4 because I tried it and it didn't work. It's way easier to use A-Bomb. Of course, Lunacy Visor because you need to do all the blocks. And then we have Borut. This is going to be actual attainable gear. We have just a regular damage build and just some bruiser gear here. Again, we have Lunacy Visor there, and then we have Hollow. This is going to be the attainable build. You want as much rage regen as you can possibly put on her because you want to rage regen the rest of your units, and again, just a regular euphoric orb. Then we have Miss Volca over here. You want as much damage as you can possibly get on her. And I know this is probably not realistic, but try to get as close to this as you can. And then again, Lunacy Visor. Alright, and now we have Isolde's gear. So this, again, is attainable gear. Well, maybe not this, but we're not going to pay attention to this. Just know you need really good, I mean, this is really rinky-dink, but what I'm telling you is just need, you know, some tanky gear. Whatever tanky gear you can put on her. And again, she's just regular plus 10 Bastion Ring. And then Vortex, again, oh, I didn't have an artifact on him, but it's okay, you don't need one anyway, because he's only there for like 5 seconds. So again, just whatever, like, HP gear, whatever you have available. And then Brunor. This guy. This is the gear you need, okay? I know it's not easy to attain, but you need good gear for your little dwarf man here, because you can't expect to have a unit with doo-doo base stats to do bonkers damage with doo-doo gear, okay? You need cracked, super good gear to make a doo-doo unit good. That's just the reality of it. I know a lot of you guys are seeing these, like, you know, guide videos that show like epics only for like the hardest content in the game, and then I see people getting upset about, you know, these end game gear sets on these units. That's the reality of it. You can't put doo-doo gear on doo-doo units and expect OP results. It doesn't make sense. A negative plus a negative doesn't cancel into like a positive. Anyway, just regular tank gear, right? Whatever you can put on him. I mean, this is not even tank gear. It's just like whatever you have available, slap it on him. It'll work just fine. Plus 1 Bastion Ring. And then again, I tried to use doo-doo gear, or at least not doo-doo gear, but like not endgame, not doo-doo gear. I put this on him to test, and it was not working. So you need to get as much damage output as possible, okay? And then lunacy visor. So that's gonna be it for this. This is the team comp. Hope it helps for you guys. If you guys don't have Edith, I know a lot of people are, you know, have a lot of switcheroo workarounds. If you don't have the knockback mechanic, you guys all forgot about Little Dwarf Man here, okay? Don't forget, he does knockbacks too. Anyway, that's it for this video. If you guys enjoyed, please like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!